What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the homestead. Well, today's a day that I've been waiting on for over a year now. We are starting the infrastructure for the goats. We're ran up the Rural King today. Picked up about 30-40 actual wooden fence posts to go along with the 60 T-post I got. We're going to take the old Kubota here today and start trying to clear out a path of where the fence is going to go. Try to clear it out real good, that way it's easy and accessible. But as you can see, we're out here in the thicket, and goats are going to have plenty to eat out here, plenty. And they're going to do me a huge favor by cleaning up some of this. And then once they get this area clean, we'll put some more infrastructure up and move them and just kind of let them work through all these woods here and get it all cleaned up. Excited about it though. It's been a long time coming. So let's get to work. Come on. Well, good morning, guys. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 90 degrees already. Got a little bit of a late start this morning. Had a pretty big issue yesterday when I was clearing out the path for the fence row. Right towards the end, right whenever I got it all cleared out, I did one more lap around just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Seen the old rotten tree standing there and decided I'd push it down with the old Kubota here. Well, once I got the bucket raised up to where it was about eye level and I hit that tree, hydraulic line exploded, went right in my face, and kind of made me go blind there for a minute. I had to jump off and shut the tractor off, take my shirt off real quick and flip it inside out and get all the hydraulic fluid out of my eyes, and couldn't really see. Drove the tractor back up front here and shut it off, and I had to run up the Napa this morning and get a new hydraulic line. It wasn't a hard fix, but you know, it just goes to show you never know when something's gonna happen. You got to be careful, but you can't let it stop you. You know, you're always gonna have a little bit of adversity in life. It's how you deal with it. I could have got all upset about it and let it ruin the rest of my day, but I didn't. You know, it's an old tractor and things break, and but we got it took care of. We're gonna get a fresh start this morning. Definitely getting a lot later start than what I wanted to this morning, but I needed to go up there and get that hydraulic line. It was too late last night. Whenever it happened for me to run up there, they was already closed. But as you can see, we got a brand new line on here. Easy fix. I mean, it only took me 5 minutes to fix it. But I tell you what, getting a whole bunch of hydraulic fluid shot in your face ain't that good. I wished I could have got it on camera. I had the GoPro mounted right up there on the bar behind me, but the problem was the battery was dead and I didn't know it because the tractor was running and I couldn't hear. The GoPro was covered with hydraulic fluid. I would have made a good shot if I could have got it, but I didn't. So really nothing really good came of the situation. But we got a new line on her now, and I ain't mad at it. I mean, it's an old tractor. I only paid about 1,200 bucks for it, so, and it sure is a lot better than using my back for everything, for sure. But I got my son and his buddy coming out today. Gonna use some of those young backs to run this fence line, get some of these posts in the ground, help me out a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's see if we can get a productive day and get some infrastructure up for these goats. Come on, let's get with it. String line, and then I got the 100-foot tape. We're going to see how long it is, and then that'll tell us where we're going to put the small post in between, because we're going to even it out, and then we'll put T-post in between them.
All right. How far is the distance trying to put T-post?
I don't know. Depends on what these distances are. I know I at least want 2 wooden ones in between, so whatever the difference is from that to that will determine how many T-posts I put in between.
Got it? No help?
Other person help me, Jesus.
Alright, it's still there how strong you.
There, I can put a little small walk-through gate right there later on. A little 4-footer. They kind of go about right here. Yeah. Very good. Whew. It's hot out here, guys. It is hot out here. Come on. Come on. Well, you got pros and cons of putting a fence through the thicket. The pro is you're in the shade and it's not as hot. The con is you sure do run into a lot of roots, boy. It is kicking our butts. It is kicking our butts, but we're gonna make it happen. Ain't that right, guys?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Come on with it. Ain't nothing better than seeing some young men putting in a good day's work, boy. Come on.
We literally just had this in here a minute ago. Just push it.
Probably whenever I retamp that one, I'll probably push that one more towards it.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good shot.
You know, my dad always said, you gotta be smarter in what you're messing with, come on. So, try to use the brain a little more, back a little less. But sometimes, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's better just to go on and get with it, use the back and get it over with. But in this case, yeah, I think I'm good with that.
Alright, we're recording.
Alright, we're about to stretch the first run of fence. I'm gonna make a little jig to hook the come along up to. Typically I like to use a through bolt and put about 4 bolts through it, but we don't have no through bolts today, but there's more than one way to do things. So today we're gonna use some screws. We're gonna make sure that we get on each side of this vertical one right here, put them together, and we're gonna put a screw on each side. And then we're going to drop down to the bottom and do the same thing. And typically what I like to do on the middle ones is go from the other side. That way you got screws coming from both directions that help keeps it from pulling out. It's not ideal, but on a homestead you got to work with what you got. And the store is quite a ways away, and ain't nobody got time for that. Come on. And that's it. Well, we was able to get another line of fence up. The boys just left. I sure did appreciate them coming to help me out today with this. I was able to show them a couple of tricks. They kept a positive attitude all day. We had a good time. It sure is nice seeing young men work hard. Sure is nice. Make sure y'all join us tomorrow for Fired Up Friday. We're going to do a mesquite over the top chili, deer chili matter of fact, and man, it's going to be good. So make sure you stop by and join in for that. It's going to be a real good time. But the sun's going down and I'm tired, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. So until we see each other again, come on, let's go homesteading.